Hey guys, Kenny here. I'm here to review the 2010 horror remake, The Crazies, the remake of the 1981 classic, I think. But I have to say that this remake was incredible. Oh, not 1981, 1973. But this remake was fantastic. One of the funnest horror experiences I've ever had. And this stars Timothy Oliphant, Rhoda Mitchell, and Danielle Panabaker. Those are the three people that I recognized. And the basic plot is about, at first, the sheriff, played by Timothy Oliphant, starts noticing some citizens of the town behaving strangely, and at first he doesn't think it's just them behaving weird. He doesn't think that it's a water problem, and then to start figuring out that it is a water problem because a pilot crash landed into the water, and the pilot had to have been there for maybe a week or so because all his skin got rotted off and he's just a mangled looking corpse. And the sheriff and his deputy start riding on this boat with kind of another mealy-mouthed citizen, and when they stop, they're right over that huge tanker plane that crash landed. So that's when they start thinking that has to be why, or that is why people are behaving strangely. That's the whatever's on that plane was also getting into the water, and then after a while it starts becoming airborne. So, and more and more people are starting to become sick because they're drinking the water. So they start killing and going after and killing people that aren't sick. So that's really it. But there's a lot of great, beautiful moments in this. Like the first one that I really liked was the sheriff he shot what's his name in the head after he walked onto the baseball field during a game holding a big shotgun. That guy was about to shoot the sheriff, and then the sheriff shot him. That's when they start figuring out there's something going on in this town that's not right. And then the sheriff arrests this one citizen of the town, and I think that guy stands in his jail cell just standing there like no movement. And then that night, the sheriff and the deputy see him laying on the floor, looking like he's dead, but he really isn't, because he springs up and then starts trying to grab at them and screaming at the same time. Oh. And as the story goes on, it turns out that it's the military were testing some kind of a new substance. I forget if it was not a poison. I can't remember what it was. And even, and as the story goes on, also, people that aren't sick start being taken out of their homes by the military and put into this huge military camp, and the people that aren't sick, they get strapped to these hospital beds where they can't move or get out. So the sheriff has to try and save his wife and daughter because they got taken in there yeah, on the 2 hospital beds. So the sheriff has to try and get back to them, and it's pretty scary. But this was so good to me. I just loved seeing this, and the ending of it was also very good. I thought they ended on the right moment. The military had to blow up the town that they were staying in. And then the deputy started, the sheriff and his wife start thinking that maybe the deputy is sick because he shoots this military person that was trying to tell the sheriff what was really going on and how to stop it. The deputy shoots him in the head. And that's when the sheriff and his wife start thinking he might be sick too. Because whatever made people sick has now gotten airborne. And the deputy takes the sheriff's gun. Oh, no, the sheriff took his rifle, the deputy's rifle, and the rifle points his gun at the sheriff while the sheriff and the wife are walking away. So the deputy takes back his gun, his rifle. Then I think the sheriff has to shoot him dead. That's kind of a sad moment. Oh, no. I remember they had to go back to the camp to do, I forget what they were supposed to do, and then that's when the deputy is shot dead. He distracts the military people to let the sheriff and his wife escape. So he walks out with his hands up, and then he's shot dead. That's the last time we see him. And another heartbreaking scene is when the deputy, the husband, the sheriff, his wife, and the daughter of them are all in this car, and then they go into this car wash, and some of the sick people that are there start taunting and scaring them, trying to kill them. And then one of the sick people gets some kind of a cable around the daughter's neck. She's pulled out of the car and her neck snaps immediately. So that's the end of her. So this was just so good. Another great scene is when the daughter and her mom are laying on these tables, and it's a famous moment when that guy is walking with this pickaxe and he starts stabbing people with it. Oh, he proceeds to try and stab the daughter, but the wife makes him stop, and then the sheriff shoots him dead. So this is just so profound and entertaining. I can't say how much I loved it. So I recommend it to anyone. So stay cool and relax.